outside.
It is kind of warm outside. It's nice and warm right here.
7 o'clock? Ready to rock? Okay. It's now 7 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order. So I am running the meeting tonight for Council President Levy, who is our featured speaker for an MLK event at the UW Stevens Point. So we wish him the best for that. So may I have a roll call, please?
Sure. Well, maybe.
Maybe?
Roll call shows President Levy absent, Councilor Terrell absent, all others are present.
Okay, you good over there?
Yep.
All right. So please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Item 3 is special orders of the day and announcements. 3A is Proclamation 2025-002, honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and Heidi Deininger will be accepting from Councilor Blakely.
This is an official proclamation from the city of Beloit. Whereas Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a visionary leader, Baptist minister, and civil rights activist who dedicated his life to the pursuit of equality, justice, and nonviolent social change. And whereas Dr. King played a pivotal role in the civil rights movement, leading transformative events such as the Montgomery bus boycott, the Birmingham campaign, and the historic March on Washington, where he delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech. And whereas Dr. King's unwavering commitment to truth, integrity, and accountability continues to serve as a guiding light for individuals and communities striving to eliminate racism, discrimination, and inequality. And whereas Dr. King's leadership, rooted in the principles of nonviolence and love, inspires us to confront injustice wherever it exists, and to work toward a society that reflects the dignity and worth of every human being. And whereas the city of Beloit recognizes the importance of honoring Dr. King's legacy and reaffirming our commitment to the ideals he championed, including equity, justice, and unity. And whereas Monday, January 20th, 2025, just yesterday, marks Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the federal holiday honoring the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Beloit City Council honors and celebrates the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., recognizing his profound contributions to the advancement of civil rights and social justice in the United States and beyond. The City Council encourages all residents of Beloit to reflect on Dr. King's teachings, participate in events commemorating his legacy, and engage in acts of service to build a more just and equitable community. The City Council pledges to continue fostering an inclusive community, guided by the values of truth, integrity, and accountability that Dr. King exemplified. Presented this 21st day of January 2025 from the City Council of the City of Beloit, Kevin Day, Vice President. Congratulations. Would you like to say a couple words? Just a couple.
Sure.
Okay.
The YWCA of Rock County just thanks everyone for this for this resolution. It's really important in our community to continue to educate and create cultural competence so that people are welcoming and get along and there's peace in our communities. So thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you. Okay.
Item 4 is public hearings. There are none. Item 5 is public comments.
Okay. We've reached the point on our agenda for residents to speak to the council about issues that are coming before us or may come before us in the future. Council members may not act on any requests at this meeting, but may refer a speaker to staff for assistance. We ask that you hold your comments to 3 minutes or less and refrain from personal attack of any kind. Public comment is a courtesy, and we expect everyone to conduct themselves in a civil manner. Speakers are asked to complete a public comment form. Madam Clerk, were there any public comment forms submitted prior to the meeting?
There was not.
So, moving on, are there any members of the public that did not sign up that wish to address the council this evening? First call? Second call? I don't see anybody in the crowd because it's only 2 degrees outside, right? So we'll move on. Madam Clerk, were there any public comments submitted by email?
There was not.
Okay. Well, public comments is now closed.
Item 6 is consent agenda. All items listed under the consent agenda are considered routine and will be enacted by one motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless a councilor member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered at this point on the agenda.
Okay, would any councilors like to remove anything from the consent agenda? Councilor Forbeck.
Yes, 6E, please. Just some explanation, I think, for the community on what I believe is a good thing.
Okay, good. All right, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda, including 6A through 6D and 6F through 6J?
I so move.
Second.
So first by Forbeck, second by Dench. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, the motion passes.
6E is consideration of Resolution 2025-008, allowing the police department to apply for the JAG license plate readers grant.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Good evening, Council. Just a little background. The JAG grant for the license plate readers is for just the license plate readers. It captures the license plates for vehicles going through intersections. Currently, we have them mainly on the east side of town, and the goal is to try to get an intersection on the west side of town to have license plate readers. The Beloit Police Department was selected as one of 26 cities in the state of Wisconsin based on its crime rates to get a non-competitive grant for the amount of $21,857 for the license plate readers. This would go into the same system that we currently use for our other license plate readers. The only difference for that intersection, it wouldn't have any cameras. And the license plate readers, which are the same style that we currently have, the grant excludes that those cameras can't identify the vehicle's make, model, color, any distinguishing attributes such as mismatched colors, bumper stickers, or dents. So the cameras are not allowed to do that we actually purchase. That's actually in the grant. So those are actually excluded. So the only thing they would capture is the plate and usually the back end of the vehicle. That way you can do a verification that that plate actually belongs on that vehicle when we run it through the DOT system.
Okay.
So,
All right, thank you.
More questions? So what does the grant get us for number of readers? Is that just a singular reader or is that multiple?
that gives us 4 readers, which will cover pretty much one entire intersection. So you pretty much need one license plate camera for each lane of traffic. And the intersections that we're looking at on the west side would 4 cameras would give every direction. So we're using crime data to try to figure out, the Charleston routes of travel for violent criminals. That's what we mainly use our license plate readers for, is for any violent crime, serious accidents at those intersections. We don't use it for low-level crime and stuff, so we strictly use it for the violent crime in the city. And it's been very successful. When we had one of our bank robberies downtown, when we just got the cameras installed, that actually solved not only ours, but 2 other bank robberies in the state of Wisconsin, and they were captured actually in Illinois. So it was very beneficial for that information to get out very quickly.
That's great. That's good information. Thanks for being here tonight.
Oh, not my problem.
Thanks.
So, any other questions or?
Questions? No. All right. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're talking about 6E here, so I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
First by Dench, second by Adama. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Say nay. Okay, motion passes.
Great.
Item 7 is licenses. 7A is consideration of resolution 2025-010, approving a new Class B fermented malt beverage beer and Class B intoxicating liquor license for Ryan Sanders Sports Services LLC, doing business as RS3, located at 217 Sherlin Avenue, Beloit. Geronimo Sports Entertainment Group has submitted their relinquished form for the license. If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay, so may I please have a motion to approve the resolution?
I so move.
I will second.
First by Forbach, second by Sherry. Any questions, discussion? I know Zach is here in the crowd if you have any questions for him.
Allie's here too.
Allie? Yeah.
Ah, okay.
We can just thank you both for being here.
Yep. Sure you don't want to step up and talk a little bit about the Sky Carper?
I'm okay, but if you'd like me to, I will.
We're trying to make this meeting a little longer than. Okay, so we have a first and second motion. Discussion, any further discussion, questions? All right, so we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes.
8 is ordinances, there are none. 9 is appointments, and there are none. 10 is counselor activities and upcoming events.
Okay, let's start with Counselor Dench.
No report.
No report.
No report? Sherry, any report?
No
tonight?
report.
Counselor Dama?
No report.
Wow. I do not have a report for tonight, so we're 5 for 5 here. I think that is something new.
Right.
That's very unusual.
Right.
Item 11 is city manager presentation, and there is none. Reports from boards and city officers, and there are none. Item 13 is adjournment.
Second.
First by Adama, second by Dench. We are technically 14 minutes. All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Keep warm out there.
All right. A record 13 minutes.
I can't. I'm going to be in the history book.
I know, exactly.
I may never get a chance to run another meeting, Marty, but I'm going to be in the history book for 13 minutes. What do you think about that?